Welcome to math class.
If you like our videos, please don't forget to subscribe.
This video covers the Pythagorean theorem. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to learn about one of the most famous mathematical concepts, the Pythagorean theorem. This theorem is essential for understanding right triangles and is named after the ancient Greek mathematician Pythagoras. So what is the Pythagorean theorem? To understand the Pythagorean theorem, we need to first understand the right triangle. A right triangle is a triangle that has one angle measuring 90 degrees. This right angle is usually marked with a small square in the corner. In a right triangle, there are three sides. The first is the hypotenuse. This is the longest side of the triangle, and it's opposite the right angle. The other is called the legs. These are the other two sides that form the right angle. Here's a right triangle to help visualize it. The hypotenuse is labeled C. The two legs are labeled A and B. Now, here's the Pythagorean theorem in its mathematical form. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. This means the square of the length of the first leg added to the square of the length of the second leg is equal to the square of the length of the hypotenuse. These legs or sides have a special names. The bottom of the right angle triangle is called the adjacent side, and the other side is called the opposite side. The opposite is represented as the letter A, and the adjacent the letter B. You can use legs or sides, but importantly, you need to know the specific names for each side of a right angle triangle. Let's break it down with an example. Imagine a right triangle where one leg is 3 units long and the other leg is 4 units long. We want to find the length of the hypotenuse using the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We substitute A with 3 and B with 4. The equation then becomes 3 squared plus 4 squared equals to C squared. 3 squared is 9, and 4 squared is 14. 9 plus 16 is 25. Therefore, we have 25 equals to C squared. Now, to find C, we take the square root of both sides. So the hypotenuse is 5 units long. Let's try another example. Now, let's say the legs of a right triangle are 5 and 12 units long. We'll use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the hypotenuse. We substitute A with 5 and B with 12. So we have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. 5 squared is 25 and 12 squared is 144. Adding together, we have 169. C squared equals 129. Taking the square root of both sides, we have the number 13. So in this case, the hypotenuse is 13 units long. The Pythagorean theorem is incredibly useful in a variety of fields. Construction. Builders use it to ensure corners are right angles. Navigation. Pilots and sailors use it to calculate distances. Computer science. It's used in graphics and algorithms for 3D modeling. Congratulations! You now know how to use the Pythagorean theorem. By understanding this simple yet powerful equation, you can solve many problems involving right triangles. To recap, Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus B squared equals to C squared. A and B are the lengths of the legs, and C is the length of the hypotenuse. Keep practicing, and soon the Pythagorean theorem will feel like second nature. Thanks for joining me today. See you next time.